From the beginning of his rookie season until now, 33 games into his sophomore campaign, all Kyshawn George has done is get better and better.
This league is on high alert with Kyshawn George because of stuff just like this.
Offense to offense. So we talked about it in the preseason. We haven't seen a lot of it.
Despite the medley of improvements, a true breakout has not yet materialized this year.
Swing it over. Kyshawn continues to have the hot
The
hand.
excitement has quelled a bit since the 34-point masterpiece at Dallas in the second game of the season. While George's numbers have risen nearly across the board, his long-term outlook is still murky, ranging from a potential cornerstone to a third wing. Kyshawn George in 2025-26 is learning the hard way about climbing the ranks in this league. He stormed out the gate like gangbusters, battery ramming his opponents with his 6'8" frame and off-arm fluency to get to his spots. Over the first 2 weeks, the 22-year-old is one of the most prolific drivers in the sport. See the lofty company? The poised rookie had evolved into a domineering sophomore. We were witnessing his body and his skills catch up to his mind in real time. But the league always catches on. It first became noticeable in the Dallas rematch on November the 8th. The games whisked by, and teams were more and more honed in on avoiding the George bump. During those next 11 games, Kyshawn shot just 41.5% on 2-pointers, near the bottom of the league over that span, and above only Bub Carrington on the team. How you interpret this is eye of the beholder. On one hand, the mid-range prowess was such a weapon that people were adjusting to him. On the other hand, struggling to counter illuminated the underlying limitations to his game. But since then, George has been working through counters.
Now let's pretend like I'm on the stage. And when my beat drops, everybody goes insane. Okay. And everybody know my name. And everywhere I go, people want to hear me sing. Oh yeah, and I just dropped my new album. On the first week I did 500,000. Gold in the spring and diamond in the fall.
The common thread through all of these is that he's claiming more real estate. While the capital L leap has not yet arrived for Kyshawn George, the trials and tribulations of becoming a priority on scouting reports are healthy long-term, and serve as a reminder that development is not always linear. But with this ascension has come slippage in other areas, namely defense. Even though he's always been more useful as a helper than as a pure stopper, the results have been disappointing when he is forced to guard the ball. Getting burned when sinking in too far may just be the cost of doing business for all the impactful rotation. He still needs to iron this out to a certain degree, though. There's an old coaching quote that you can't win until you keep from losing. The Wizards as a whole make far too many silly mistakes, understandable for a squad full of kids. And Kyshawn is right in the thick of this.
Tracy broke me, and now she wanna see the resident provoking me to pop wheelies on my bicycle. Watch your eyes twinkle.
Some are in the same vein as last year, of attempting high-risk, high-reward passes. At the same time, all too many are of the careless, preventable variety. They've frankly been unacceptable and caused me to wonder if George is out over his skis as a high-minute, featured player in this league.
Understands this is a team that wants a high draft pick.
Two ways his closeness can improve is by tightening his handle or by getting lower to the ground. Relatedly, with his play style, the ball's going to have to start going in the basket for George on these off-the-dribble threes. And like last season, George has been plagued by the whistle. Dumb fouls forcing him to the bench and hurting the already disadvantaged Wizards.
And now Furphy in the corner. And he's fouled by Kyshawn George.
I don't cuff mics, I rough mics up, rough and rugged. If the girls still love it, still in all 5-0, came to my mic check.
8 rebounds.
The negative plays don't always stand out in the box score, but they add up over the course of a game. As reductive as it may seem, I don't believe it's a total coincidence that 2 of the Wizards' 4 blowout wins occurred with Kyshawn George out of the lineup, as well as good wins against Memphis, Milwaukee, and Orlando. While Kyshawn George is on an encouraging track, I don't believe it's near fait accompli that he grows into an all-star or even a high-level starter, unlike what many would lead you to believe. The hype train overlooks too many of the damaging moments and weaknesses in his profile. And as an older sophomore, the runway is slightly less forgiving than with other recent draftees. But I'm still a believer that these year 2 lumps will end up serving George well in the long run. Time will tell. Feel like I missed something? Any and all feedback is appreciated. Thanks for watching.